We are officially on the road to the 10-year anniversary. This is the new year. This is January. The anniversary does drop around the 28th or 29th at the end of the month. There's 31 days in January. So we have a little bit of time before it does, but we also have to remember we will have a countdown as well. But there's going to be a couple things I really want to talk about before we get into all of that, because one of the things that I know a lot of people are really going to wonder is, will they be safe with the Dragon Stones? You never know. Again, this is a glorified slot machine, so you never necessarily know what your Dragon Stone count. But if you are necessarily worried about your Dragon Stone count in terms of if you have enough, just know that this is a massive, massive, massive celebration. A lot of money is going into the promotion for this one. There will be a live stream. Like, there's the first day login Dragon Stones. There's so much that's going to be given out before we even get to the 10th year anniversary that I wouldn't be surprised if like 500 plus Dragon Stones given out, because again, this literally is the 10-year anniversary. This is crazy levels of success for a mobile game, especially an anime mobile game. Crazy success. So with that, let me just go ahead and say this. We do have a mid-month update, and looking at the calendar currently right now for 2025 and actually seeing 2025 and having to get used to saying that now. So we have currently today, Thursday the 2nd. If we go with, say, about 2 weeks from now, which I'm going to assume is maybe either a week or two, when we start really getting some information stuff, because at this point in time, I would expect a January producer letter, since for the beginning of the actual mid-season update for Dokkan 2.0, I would expect something to sort of drop somewhere around maybe like the 13th or the 14th for that. Maybe a live stream if they want to do some kind of live stream again for that, or if they just do a X Twitter sort of video and we just react to that at that point and they just drop that. Regardless, I would have something to merely pop out for that, because again, mid month would be somewhere around like the 16th or 17th, which would be a Thursday or a Friday, which is pretty prime for an update, like right smack dab pretty much in the middle, which I would not put past at all. And that would give very good calls for like a Monday to be like when the producer letter really drops. And then we have like, you know, maintenance for that and all that. So, and also they do like to drop banners and stuff like that, which last year on the, I think if I'm not mistaken, the 18th, they dropped the actual type banners for that. So we're going to wonder about how that's really going to go, because there's a lot that could really happen with that. Just to sort of talk about that for this month and next month, again, for the anniversary is going to be massive for Dokkan. And like I said, for the global version of Dokkan Battle, where we're on the JP schedule right now, it's crazy. This is going to be the first year that we have the JP schedule. So a lot of things might look a little different. Well, probably feel a little different. Especially at the beginning of the year. Really, it's just going to be the beginning of the year that really feels different. And then you get to the mid of the year and we're sort of used to having all that crazy thing. That's just when it's going to be about the same, because on the JP side, it's going to stay the same. But for us, we won't have an anniversary. We'll just be participating in Tanabata, which I wouldn't be surprised if the Tanabata is done a little differently now, since both versions are synced up. I wouldn't be surprised if they do Dokkan Fest and Carnival with that again too, and then we get right into the worldwide celebration. I wouldn't be surprised if they do something along the lines with that one, because again, you have to remember they did say that the anniversary, the worldwide celebration, and the Tanabata are the massive celebrations that they're really focused with, especially when it comes to the pity system of 2,500 Dragon Stones. So I wouldn't be surprised on that one, but that's about really the only thing you're going to have to sort of get used to, is just those two slots. The worldwide celebration is just fine. It's how it's always going to be. But for this, it's pretty massive, man. Like, this is something that, as an OG of the community, like actually saying that out of my mouth that we're here on the 10th year is pretty crazy, because it's like just going back and looking at like 10 years of Dokkan is pretty freaking crazy. That's a decade, and we already know that we're having that again mid-month update of Dokkan 2.0 where everything looks different. I wouldn't, like I said, with that producer letter, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, summons look different. Like, everything UI stuff is going to be different. We already know the gameplay is different. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a producer letter for that and it shocks the hell out of us before then. But just to get you sort of prepared for everything right now of stuff that's going to be going, like I said, there's definitely going to be some kind of bait banner that's going to be dropping. And at this point in time, I think for the most people that's been saving their dragon stones, I don't think you're really going to be able to nudge them off any dragon stones whatsoever at all. Like I said before, I don't think it matters what Dokkan necessarily puts out at this point in time, no matter how hype it is. I think like the closer and closer and closer we get to that is nobody's really going to want to summon on a lot of things. So I would be surprised if they do some different little tactics to try to get you to summon, if they drop some other things in there. But we'll just have to really see how that goes. I'm having a hard time just looking at that and seeing 2025 right now and going in and being like, man, the 10 year is insane. And I know I'm going to be yap a little bit about this, but man, I'm just truly 100% excited for all of us to be on this journey of 10 years of Dokkan, whether you've been here for the full 10 years or not. Like, this is something incredibly massive that we all get to enjoy, and the hype is just going to build every day of this month until we get to the countdown. And even when the countdown is going to just take off even more, like, you got to remember there's going to be so many people coming back, and that's another thing that I want to say. And we know that, like I said, depending on how that really goes, if it's super sturdy or not with our servers, like, it's going to be flooded, because now it's not one version flooding, it's literally two versions flooding the server. So I hope the servers are sort of updated to be able to handle that. And even at that point in time, I don't even know if the servers will be able to handle that, because people go crazy, like crazy, man. People go extremely insane for this one. And I know at this point in time right now, people have like the summon itch like crazy. So once those banners do drop at that point in time, like, I wouldn't be surprised if the servers shut down. Matter of fact, I would almost bet money that those servers might shut down, just because that is like the most massive thing, and so many people are going to be coming back to the game and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever at all. So again, compensation for that, compensation. Everything that's going to be coming to us this month is something like a dream, dude, because like, we've all been wanting this game to be updated like crazy, and the fact that they're going to be doing it, and that's like probably like 2 weeks away from now, which is, golly, that's going to be something to get used to, saying that and hearing that from like everyone, and just getting hype and stuff. It really is like, I'm still grasping it of like 10 years. I really am. I'm still having a hard time. So please forgive me if I'm lose focus in this video and stuff like that. But just 10 years is living rent free in my head of like 10 years of being on this game, man. Like, it's really hitting right now, and it ain't even hit in full effect yet until we see like the full on 10th year anniversary and we're in it. It's something massive. But I don't want to yap like forever in this one. I just want to say, man, we're officially there on the road to the 10th year. And like I said, the hype's going to build every day, every single day, every hour, every minute. It's just going to build. And the more teasers that we get, like, golly, man, the summon animations, like everything, it's just, this is their time to basically rebrand Dokkan after a decade, rebrand Dokkan into the new age, and hopefully have another like 10 years of success for it, which, I mean, it looks like it could literally happen with the anime returning and all that stuff. Like, it really could happen. Whoo, that is wild, man. Holy crap, I'm literally just, oh my gosh, man. I seriously can't believe 10. I'm actually flabbergasted. Dude. 10 years, man. 10 years. Like, regardless, just get prepared. Like I said, whether you're someone that buys a whole lot of sales and dragon stones and stuff like that. Like I said, the dragon stone count, that's an easy thing to say for a lot of you guys. It's just an easy thing. Like I said, I got to start buying some dragon stones, stockpiling some dragon stones, and saving up as well too, because like I said, I know they're going to give out a massive amount of dragon stones, so I'm not necessarily that worried whatsoever at all about having a certain amount of dragon stones beforehand. I'm not really that worried about it. If you know from last year and stuff like that, how I summon a lot. I just don't blow my load all in one. I just summon a lot. So prepare for that one. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for all of that stuff. But yeah, man, like this is going to be crazy. Like, I'd say in probably like a week or so time, maybe even half a week, We might start theorizing on everything, bro. We might start we might even get a first other teaser or something like that, because I think we've already had like a couple of teasers and stuff like that. But I mean, we haven't had like, you know, like legitly like a full on like legit like character tease, or, you know, something like we haven't had anything, or like theme. We haven't. And like I said, the first couple of days of January, Japan likes to take it easy after the New Year, stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised that if like maybe by Sunday the 6th or something like that, excuse me, the 5th, maybe we have something pop off, and they start early. They could really start early on their promotions, which I really hope that they do. I hope they give us a lot to really talk about this whole month leading up. If you're listening, Dokkan devs, I really hope that you do. And I think everyone else is probably watching this as well as thinking the same thing. Like, please do it. Please do it. Grow the hype even more than what it currently is right now. Grow it. But listen up. That's all I'm going to say to this one. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to go forever. But if you did make it this far, appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. Have an awesome day / night. Stay safe. And I'm out. Peace.